Yesterday's video about the fixture remover was a bit of a disappointment, but today I bring you good news. There will be special vehicle races for the RC Bandito, Scramjet, and Oppressor Mk2. I'm going to walk you through creating a race for each of these, then show you the quick ideas I came up with that you can play yourself. If you're out of the loop, special vehicle races are stunt races where only one vehicle can be used and the vehicles are the special ones, hence special vehicle races, like the Blazer Aqua, Rocket Voltic, and Oppressor, and now these three new ones. I am again using PC Magic to view these early before Rockstar releases them via tunables in the future. If you don't know what I mean by PC Magic or tunables, I explained them in my last video about the prop removal, and will leave a link for it at the end of the video. You can see the three new vehicles will be available in the special vehicles selection menu. I went ahead and unselected all but the RC Bandito in order to try that one out first. Another reminder, last one I promise, the RC Bandito is also not released at the time of this video being published. We are waiting on Rockstar to release it. I will link a video with more info on that car also at the end. It becomes pretty much like any other race at this point, just smaller. The car is pretty hard to handle in turns like this, and there is a learning curve for sure, but you get used to it after driving it for a while, and the different experience is quite nice. You can of course use custom Benditos as well. Excuse the messy driving, it was late at night and wrangling this thing is harder than it looks. When you ask it to turn in, it goes heck yeah and turns very sharply, but I was able to host the race and invite some friends into it. The general way these special vehicle races go is that after a few weeks, Rockstar releases a handful of races for each car, so we get some official races for the Bandito, Oppressor Mk2, and Scramjet. Then a few weeks after that, we'll then be given the creator ourselves. Just constant drip feed content until the next update is basically how GTA Online is managed as of late. This first race I came up with wasn't very good, but I generally take a while to get decent ideas. I'm more excited to see what others come up with. I've spent so much time in the creator that I have a feeling of what is right or wrong. I love when someone new comes in with a fresh look and thinks outside the box, which I'm hoping can happen with some of these vehicles. I do have to make it clear now that I'm not 100% sure if this will be the final version of the Bandito races. It's a little goofy in GTA mode right now. You can get out of the Bandito and shoot and throw weapons from it. Also, the Social Club website shows the map being in the arena map instead of the normal one, but all races, not just this one, show like that, so it's probably just a bug with the website. In fact, there is an option for bookmarked Arena War jobs, so it might be possible to think that we will get user-created Arena War jobs. Either way, I'm still pretty confident the races will work more or less like this. I wouldn't make a video on it otherwise. Just a small aside, this stock Bandito took 3 launcher hits before exploding. Seems consistent with my other findings that it is very durable. You've probably figured it out already from all the clips here, but my good Bendito track idea was to just make a simple layout around the dirt track here in the construction area. It feels so good to get going in the banking with this thing, but do be careful because going around these turns can be pretty challenging in this car when it's bumpy. If you are on PC, you can play this track yourself. There will be a link to it in the description. So for the Oppressor Mk2, I was struggling to come up with an idea, then saw the windmills and was like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. Made a little route through this area and back on land for a bit at the end. I could again see some real neat possibilities that others could make with this, like a split route where one is flying and requires precision through some obstacles, or a land route where you have to use the extra speed you get by being on the ground effectively. Not much else special with these races though, just get on the bike and go. You don't get knocked off too easily even when hitting a windmill, so it's pretty safe to have multiple people on the track all at once. This track will also be linked in the description if you'd like to try it out. With the Scramjet, the creative process is pretty much the same as the others, so I don't need to show it in detail. Instead, I'm using my friend Travis's track that he made for this vehicle, so it's already got any cool ideas I would have used myself. But he does a great job working the player up from easy to hard jumps to basically introduce them to the mechanics of the car in just one single race. These 4 jumps in a row force you to progressively use the boost more and more to give yourself more airtime. I've had to mix some different attempts together as it's not that easy and I'm quite bad at it to be honest. One of the most creative parts is the rocket drift skid pad that constantly refills your boost. I've been told that using the right amount of handbrake and boost you can slide infinitely. With my limited experience, I just slide into the wall, but it's still fun. I won't show you the rest of the track so it can still be a surprise if you go to play it yourself. So to sum it up, Bandito, Oppressor Mk2, and Scramjet are getting special vehicle races sometime in the next few weeks or months, whenever Rockstar decides to release it. They all have potential for some cool races, and I do hope to see some creative stuff. Maybe a parkour challenge for the Bandito, Quidditch for the Oppressor, and well, I don't have any better ideas for the Scramjet. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.